Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. I thought today we would play with a little bit of watercolor. I will say I am not a watercolor artist. I struggle at even the abstract style art unless I'm taking a class and I'm right there with the instructor and they are basically telling me how to use my my brush and the different types of strokes and the paints and things like that. But if I'm going to get better, I have to practice. So today I was playing around. I wanted to do something in the craft room, but I didn't want to really work on a big project or start something new or whatever. I had all these ideas in my head and I'm just too tired to start any of them. But I thought I could play with some ATC coins and I could play with some ATC cards with watercolor. And so that's what I've done. I have this old palette of paints here, and I'm just going to use them. They're kind of off to the side here. And I've got my little thing of water. And I have these discs, or for the coins, are 2.5 inches round. So I already have some punched from my watercolor paper. And then I made some regular 3.5, or not 3.5. Were they 2.5 by 3.5, I think? I'll put the size up there. My head's just, I can't think right now about anything. So that's why I thought this would be a really good project for us to work on. And I just did this one here, the background with watercolor. Then I created a pattern on the back using this leftover as a stencil, which we can do again. And then I just got my Posca pens out and I did some mark making. And then I have these really cute little stickers. They're called Weekend Girl. And I thought these would be really cute. These are both Weekend Girl. This sweet little gal here, look at that face. And then this one, she's outside sipping on a drink. So I have these here, and I thought that I could use these. I could make a little series of ATC cards. I'm trying to make some cards to send out to one of my subscribers here. And I'm a little slow at getting them done. But I thought these would be really cute today. I really like the round coins. I like the way this came out. So I think we're going to do a round coin first. And if you're new to watercolor, don't take anything that I say literally. Like I said, I'm not an artist. I'm just going to throw some paint on here, have a play. And I think that's really what art is all about, is just to have a play. Art is not perfect. And I think I'll get some more. I think I'll do this one first. This is going to take a little bit longer to dry because it's a little bit larger surface. So if you're new to this, I'd love to have you stick around. If you're just new to my channel, welcome. A big welcome to all of my new subscribers and all of my gents and gals that have been with me for the past few years now. Thank you. And a big shout out to my patrons over on my Patreon. So I don't think it matters with this watercolor paper what side I use. I think this is the side here. This looks like the back. And this is the front. So, like I said, we're going to just play and get some watercolor down on this first. And I'm just going to try to rest my voice again Just doesn't seem to be getting better. And this here, I'm just taking colors that I like, that, you know, I know go together. I know green and blue go together. And let's see, I think this time I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow. I can't tell you any of the colors that these are because I put them down and, you know, I didn't label them or anything. You can tell they've been down here for a while. This one here is actually cracking. I should just rinse this right off, this palette, this ceramic. Now, you might not be able to tell on here. There's one paint that I have on here, right here. It has a little iridescent hue. I guess it's a hue. I don't know. I don't know the terms. And I really like using this because once it dries, it has a shimmer to it. And again, you don't have to get real crazy with the background. Like, I like that. I'm really liking the way that looks. So I think I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to set this aside, let that dry. I'll bring another one over. Seeing that I'm having luck with this, I might as well do some more here. And I hope you are all well. And enjoying your days and I think after this, my husband just said to me not to, you know, he goes, don't overdo today. I got up at 5:45 this morning. It was an early morning. You know, I have that dry cough, so the doctor did give me some. I just want to see what other colors I want to add here. Gave me some cough syrup with codeine in it. I took some about, I think, 7 or 8 p.m. last night. And then we stayed up and we're trying to get through Blue Bloods. We just finished season 13, and there's just one more season left. Which is season 14, obviously. So I got to bed a little bit later last night. And with me being sick, usually right around 8 o'clock I hit tilt. So when I went to bed last night, I was tired. And I said my prayers, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to take a second dose of this cough medicine. And that did help me. I I think that's why I woke up so early this morning at 5:45, because I think I slept pretty good last night. But I'm starting to get tired now. I have to be careful of this little shimmery paint as well. I don't want it to look like mud or a brown. All right, let's just do those two. I'll let those dry. And we'll do a couple coins here. And again, I'm just trying to do, now, you're going to notice on this one, this is just a horizontal. A few weeks back, I did a horizontal, I think it was the Color Cube collage. And I was talking to one of my subscribers, and we talked about doing a horizontal collage or style on an ATC card. And I thought, well, that would be a good challenge for the two of us to do. So once I got this done, I said, no, it looks a little plain. So that's when I figured I'd do something with the stickers. I haven't quite mastered my thoughts on this. Excuse me. And I'm going to do, we'll do a little purple in here. I'm just going to roll it. Okay, and I want to add one other color, but I want to be careful because, again, I don't want it to look like a brown, or I still think I need some blue in here. I like this blue right here. I like this blue. I just think this is really pretty, and I don't know the name of it. And I'm just going to put this like that. And I'm going to let those dry just like that. All right, so these are dry. I did use my heat tool to dry these a little bit quicker. So what I'm going to do next is I have my artist tape right here. And I'm going to tape these down like this. I'm not going to put too much over the edges. And I'm going to do some stamping on these. And this is another really fun way to just play with your watercolors and things. This is, if you're not sure what to do and you want to do something, this might be a nice little project because it's simple, it's small. You are I call it reinforcing your confidence to just try something new. This is totally out of my comfort zone. And I need to do more of this type of art to explore and figure out what I like, what I don't like. Now, these stamps here are from Pink Fresh Studio. High quality photopolymer clear stamps. Now, these come all adhered like this. I don't want to cut these apart. I could cut these apart, but I don't want to, only for the fact that there's die cuts. These are dies. And I think what you're supposed to do is just stamp everything out, and then you put the die over the entire piece, and then you cut it out. I've been on their website to check these out, but they don't say whether to leave them whole or cut them. So it's just something else I haven't figured out. And I think I want to use this flower here. So I think I'll take this tape and I'm going to just put that over here. Like that. And I'll put a little bit here. All right, then that way, when I stamp it, I should put one right here too. I won't get ink on there. And this is why I have a dilemma. It's like, do I cut these out? Or do I leave them whole like this? The troubles that we have, right? All right, so now I can remove these. Remove these little Band-Aids. There. And let's do this. Okay, there's that one. And you know what? I'm almost tempted to cut these. I'm just going to cut them. All right, let me get a couple of these cut. Yeah, so I looked it up. It said you can cut them apart, you know, if you have smaller spots, and I think it's just going to be much easier. Much easier. I want to do some of these half. I really like stamping off, not always having a whole flower on there. I think it makes it a little more interesting. As my son used to say when he was little, interesting, Mommy, it's interesting. Okay, take these off. Because I do want to use some other stamps, but I don't want this taped out on these. Okay. All right. All right, so the next stamps I want to use, I want to do some doodling on here too, but I want to do another little stamp. I love these. I have not used these in quite some time. So these are really fun stamps here. Okay, so we're going to use this one here. And if you're not a good doodler, I'm not a good doodler. Excuse me. That's where these stamps really come in handy, and they're just a lot of fun to use. Any fun? And this is where you can just really have some fun with your stamps. So these are all little abstract, which is quite fun right there. We'll set this aside. Get this cleaned up here. All right, so we have these. Now I'm going to get my Posca paint pen, and I'm going to use the white, and I'll bring this out. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little, let's just start with this one, Barbie. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And I just kind of want to test this out a little bit here. Yeah, okay, there we go. And I'll do a little doodling inside of the petals. And you have to remember too, you're going to have a sticker. I'll be putting a sticker over here, over this, but I'm not sure where I'm going to place this sticker. So I just want to make sure every little thing here is covered. I'm using the white just to keep it light. I have to remember as well that these Posca pens, everything takes time to dry. That's one thing I don't have the patience to really wait. So I usually just try to dry everything with my heat, my little heat gun here. It just makes it easier. Now, and this is where I have my difficulties. It's like, what else should I do with this? And I'm sure I'm not the only one that gets kind of stumped here. And I don't want to use any more black, only for the fact that I've already stamped things in black. I don't really want to use a blue color. I don't want to use pink. And I don't really want to use yellow. So I think I'm limited to using the white again. And I think I'll just maybe do a little doodling through here. Let me take a look at this. All right, so I'm going to doodle a little bit more with the white here. Okay. And again, I think the white just brightens it up a bit. And I think that's enough on that one. I don't think you have to add too much. You don't need to go overboard. And I'm just trying to stick with a theme, like a floral or like these little round. When I make my ATC cards, I really like to do a theme. I don't like to do different patterns if I'm doing a multi or a mass make or a multi card. And I think that's good there. It's just how I roll. I have to have some cohesiveness there. All right, so we're going to set these aside. We're going to let these dry. And then we're going to bring over the circles. And then we're going to play with these. And then with these here, you'll see I had just done some doodling in here. Then I added the sticker, and then I added the gold paint. And I really like this look. I just think it's very sweet. So, excuse me. So we're going to start to doodle here. And again, I'm going to use the white because I just don't think the other colors. But again, I want to do some stamping. And I really do like these stamps. I think they're very sweet. So I think for this one, I'm going to use this really cute round one here. It almost looks like a zinnia. Okay, I'm going to use this one. And I got to be careful. This is kind of close here. I don't want to ruin the design. Okay. I do like these stamps. I think they stamp quite lovely. And I don't know if you ever have heard of Pink Fresh. I don't know how I came across them. I think I got these last year when I was laid up with my foot surgery. I just went through. I'm definitely on a buying freeze. I went through getting things ready for taxes, and I had to balance out some of my charge card expenses from last year, and it was like, holy schmoly. I don't ever want to get laid up with surgery again because I can't believe the money I spent on these stamps and stuff. I bought a lot of art supplies last year is basically what I'm trying to say. So I've decided that February, March, April, I'm not buying anything. Okay, so we have those done there. then I would like to do, I don't think I'm going to do any more stamping on these because they are small. But I'm going to do some doodling here. And I think on this one, though, I'm going to take the black because there's an awful lot of white in here. And I'm going to add some black little dots to these. Yeah, those are really cute. I really like the looks of those. Sometimes I get it right. I've been asked, and I've been told, I've been asked why I don't speed my videos up. Like, I don't know, you can't, you can do that. So I've been asked why I don't do it. And I've been told I can do it, which I know. I'm very much aware of that. I don't like to speed them up because my channel is for gals that I would say maybe are my level, or they're just starting out. And I don't want to rush anybody, and I want to go through the process. And I want you to understand that it does take time, and you have to think about things. There's a lot to think about when you're doing art. You just can't plop it down on a paper or whatever. And this is your time. Not all of my videos are always this long, but I don't make shorts. I'm not interested in making shorts. And I'm here for you. So that is why I don't speed a lot of things up. Here comes the sun. Haven't seen that sun in days. There, I think that's cute. And again, there isn't much more that you need, excuse me, because we're going to be adding a sticker to this. And this is just a way to lighten and brighten things up. All right, so I think that's good. All right. I pulled some different stickers. These are all from that Weekend Girl. And I have other packets that are titled that too, but they're different subject matter. And I do like this. I like this sweet little girl sitting here with her plant, drinking her coffee or whatever. I pulled this girl here with the holding a bouquet. This one here, and then this one here holding a little bouquet. So this one here, I believe I'm going to put on this one. I think this is, I like this with the greens and the whites. So this is going to go on this one here. And these stickers aren't too bad to peel off, so. And the reason I chose this one is it's more, do I say transparent? And I think that looks really, really cute on there. So we have that one. And then we have these here, which I want to put on here. I chose the purple and the blue because of the colors on here. Now I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these here. Cute on there. We have that one. Of course, I put it on the wrong side. Here we go. I can't deal trying to take these apart anymore. Get a piece of tape, and they come right off. Voila. Getting a little aggravated here. Especially when I don't feel good. Anything can set me off. Okay, I don't think the other one was a sticker. It was fused together. All right, let's see. And I want to hurry up a little bit more. I want that little bit of her little bouquet in here. Okay. Okay. All right, so now I have all my really cute gals on here. I decided to add some words, some Tim Holtz phrases from his book here. And this is from the Small Talk book right there. And this one I added, adventure is worthwhile. All right. This one here, choose to see the good, which I just think these are so sweet. Be in love with your life, which she actually looks like she is. Happiness depends on ourselves, which is so true. And then find joy in the ordinary. And that is really true. So I think on this one here, I'm going to just add a little tiny bit of washi. I have a little ripped piece here. A little ripped piece here. I think it adds just a little tiny bit. And I want to add maybe just a little tiny bit here. Add a little bit here. I think that's really cute. I think it just adds a little bit, just a little something, something. And this one here, I like to add something with a, my poor husband, he's downstairs. We have a mystery going on here. He has heart medicine, certain heart medicine he has to take, and he went to have it refilled today, and they're trying to tell him that it was filled on January 22nd, and we do not have it here. And he says he's gonna, he's down to one pill, and he has to have this. And they're saying the insurance isn't going to pay for it because they're saying you're taking it too much. He's supposed to take 2 pills once a day, and they don't even have the prescription right. They still have him down as 1 pill every other day. It's a mess. So he's downstairs trying to take care of that. In the meantime, I'm having the boys check their vehicles just to make sure we didn't pick them up on the 22nd. It's just silly. So he's down there, like I said, working on that, and there's not much I can do to help him with it. I don't think this needs it on the round. Okay. All right, so how I'm going to finish these off are as follows. I'm just going to take, and I'm going to get some of the blue here, the stormy sky. I'm going to put the stormy sky around the edge. I'm going to distress with these two. And I do have brown on this, but I think it'll be okay. See, the blue still kind of comes out. Just going to touch that up a little bit there. I think that's really cute. And then I'll back that. And I got some, these were online, artist trading cards, title, date, number, and then the artist. So I have these for the back of my cards now. So when I send them out, they'll know who they're from and yada, yada, yada. So I was kind of happy about that. I got those from a shop on Etsy. All right. All right, so these two are done, which I think are very cute. I'm going to back these on a little bit heavier cardstock just so they lay flat. Because this is watercolor paper, they are crinkled a little bit. And then this one here, these here as well, I'm going to go around just a little tiny bit. And I am going to add gold to these, but I want a little bit of blue on around the inside before I add that gold. And I might as well do this one as well, and with the blue. That'll be okay. All right. So let me add, I'm going to take these and I'm going to add the gold. I will show you how I do that. I will start, and then once they're completed, I'll do these off screen, because these will take a little bit, but I'll show you at least how I start these. As long as I can, yeah. I use a brush, a flat brush like this. Okay, see that like that? And this is very easy to do. And you only need a little tiny bit of this gold, because it does go a long ways. And I just get a little tiny bit on my brush like this. And then I just brush it on the edge here. And you just want to be careful. This does take a little bit to dry. I like to let these dry, honestly, overnight. I don't touch them. If I'm in a hurry, I will heat them up. But I don't want to smudge these. So I'll show you this one. And it goes pretty quickly, but I just always want to make sure I get enough around that edge too. That way I look like a bezel. And then I just, see that? It's going to be really pretty. And then I just set that aside. And then I will do this one here. Okie dokie. All right, so I added the gold on both of these. And they've been sitting here for a little bit, but I don't want to handle them too much because the gold does still have to dry a bit. But I think these are so pretty when you put that little gold bezel around these coins. So we have those two there. And then these I went and I backed these so they aren't as wavy because of the watercolor. So we have that one there, which I think is so sweet. We have this one here, and then we have this one right here. So that is it, my friends. That is today's video. I just think ATC coins and cards are so pretty. They're so fun to make, and you can really use your imagination and use your stamps and washi and your doodles. But I really do like these with the watercolor paint as the background. I think it gives them a softness and just a very feminine style overall look. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love to have you give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And thank you for stopping by to take a look at this. Thank you again to all of my regular subscribers and my gals over on Patreon. You are, as I always say, you are the reason I am here, and you just bring so much joy to my life. So I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to love your life, find your joy, always choose to see the good, and always try to have some sort of adventure. So thank you, everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.